الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وآله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد فالسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Today is the 18th day, correct, of the month of Ramadan, 1446 after Hijrah. We say AH, after Hijrah. In brackets, the 18th of March 2025 CE. Don't say AD. I keep on saying this. Don't say AD. You say CE, Christian era, or this. Say just CE or AC, after Christ, if you like it. Okay. Now there are some questions. Somebody says, somebody who is rearing fish. He is into fishery. Some people, grow some fishes in the pond. But these fishes are given dead chickens. The chickens are dead, and they cut their meat into pieces and make it as fish feed, the fingerlings. These small fishes eat from these dead chickens, and the fish grows up. Is it lawful for us to eat from that fish? Because they ate dead meat. This is an important question to be answered. And the answer, Wallahu Alam, is yes. It is lawful to eat from that fish. Because whatever the fish eats has metamorphosed into the body metabolism, becoming a fish, not a chicken. So don't disturb and worry yourself. Some say, but Sheikh, some fishes even eat human parts. And I ask you, how many people die in the river? How many people in the river, in the Caspian, in Mississippi, in River Niger, how many people? In Huangkhon River, how many? Many. How many people? And the fish keep on feeding on them. Do you tell me it's legal? Are you a scavenger? You're not a scavenger. This is not. So don't worry yourself on this. The second question says, if a non-Muslim fasts in Ramadan, he fasts like we do, but he didn't take kalimat shahada, he didn't. He says, I'm only trying. I'm trying, testing. I want to be a Muslim, but let me start by trying to train myself because I know fasting is difficult. Let me start testing. When I become a Muslim later, already I have known it. So he fasts like Muslims. He doesn't pray. He starts as a testing. Okay. Do we give him the food for iftar? The time for breaking fast comes. Do we give this man food for breakfast? The answer is twofold. If we give him as a way of encouraging him, but not with the intention of iftar. Iftar is for a sign. He is not. He only suffer hunger, that's all. He only goes hungry, but not necessarily somebody doing a fasting. Because for fasting to be accepted, should be accompanied by Iman. The Prophet said, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Man sama Ramadan imanan wa ihtisaban ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min dhanbi. He who fasts, having a belief, this guy doesn't have a belief. So if he fasts as a trial, is trying, that doesn't make his fasting accepted. It's just an excess and futility. So we cannot give him food as iftar food. Then as a support, okay, take this and eat. We want to encourage you. If you become a Muslim, finally, when you fast, you eat our iftar together. But for now, it's not iftar. I hope you get the answer. And again, somebody plays with his wife and the minor semen, the minor fluid comes out. All you need is just to go and wash the place it comes out from. This is another important question. Last question here. In the month of Ramadan, we give out a zakat known as zakatul fitr. It's not money to be given. Essentially, you give this zakat out of the food you consume from millet, from maize, from corn, from whatever it is, from rice. Can I give money? The answer is no. The view of Imam Abu Hanifa, rahimahullah, is you can give money because of one technicality, that if you give food item to a needy man, the problem of processing the food needs money. That is their logic. Why can't you give him money? We say, but it's against the sunnah. Are you telling me the Prophet didn't know people were in need of money in his time? How are you? Later is misleading. So don't give money. And if I should ask you, that money, how much shall I give? How much? I saw some mosques in America, some of them, they will put just a bag, they say $1, $10, 20. I asked them, okay, who amongst you is actually according to the Sunnah? Zakatul Fitr. Specific $10. Some say $20. Then I asked, some are saying 10 American dollars, some are saying $20. Then let me know which amongst you is doing it in according to the Sunnah. Did the Prophet mention $10? Did he mention $20? You are just doing because of just a profiteering, money-making venture. And you see in a place like this, who takes food? I say, So there are no people here. Send back to your country from Africa. Tell them, give zakat back home out of food. I want to maintain the sunnah. Or collect the food, send it to Africans in need. Try to maintain the sunnatic teaching. So $10, 10 naira, 10 Dutch mark, 10 Japanese yen. What is the major that comes near to the actual teachings of the sunnah of the soul? So what I'm saying in essence, zakatul fitr should be given out of food item. Maintain the sunnah. The fatwa of monetization cannot hold water since there is way out. I hope these three questions are listened to and the answers are also understood. May Allah guide us aright. Read the ayat we have.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قال رب إني ظلمت نفسي فاغفر لي فغفر له إنه هو الغفور الرحيم.
Next ayah.
قال رب بما أنعمت علي فلن أكون ظهيرا للمجرمين.
قال رب إني ظلمت نفسي فاغفر لي فغفر له. الله أكبر. إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. قال ربي. Then you see, after Prophet Musa kills the Amalekite, the man min adu, his enemy, he did it in answering requests that was solicited from him to help his Israelite kith and kin or comrade or counterpart. And فَوَكَزَهُ مُوسَى فَقَضَى عَلَيْهِ. He punched him and he killed him. He said, هَذَا مِنْ عَمَلِ الشَّيْطَانِ. This is the doings of Satan. So for that, he seek for Allah's forgiveness. قَالَ رَبِّ إِنِّي ظَلَمْتُ نَفْسِي فَاغْفِرْ لِي فَغَفَرَ لَهُ. He said, Oh ya Allah, ظَلَمْتُ نَفْسِي, I have wronged myself. Because al-dhulm is to wrong oneself. That is al-dhulm. The highest form of al-dhulm is associating a partner with Allah. All right? That is why Allah says, وَإِذْ قَالَ لُقْمَانُ لِبْنِهِ وَهُوَ يَعِظُهُ يَا بُنَيَّ لَا تُشْرِكْ بِاللَّهِ إِنَّ الشِّرْكَ لَظُلْمٌ عَظِيمٌ. So in this case, polytheism, a shirk, is the highest form of al-dhulm in terms of what? Ignominy is very bad. But doing injustice in social transaction is also a dhulm, but not as bad as a shirk. The second one is the one in chapter number 6, verse number 82, where Allah says, الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَلَمْ يَلْبِسُوا إِيمَانَهُمْ بِظُلْمٍ أُولَئِكَ لَهُمُ الْأَمْنُ وَهُمْ مُهْتَدُونَ. Al-An'am, ayah 82. So you can see dhulm in Surah Al-Luqman, chapter 31, verse number 13. It's not dhulm here in chapter 6, verse 82. There are two different meanings of dhulm. The Sahaba got confused. The Prophet has to explain to them. So now Prophet Musa is saying, Rabbi inni zalamtu nafsi. Oh Allah, I have wronged myself. Wronging oneself means al-dhulm. I have transgressed my limit against myself. Faghfir li. Allah, overlook it for me. Overlooking means forgive me. Faghfar la. And Allah forgave him. Who is forgiven? Who is forgiven? Who is forgiven? Musa is the one forgiven. E-N. Forgiven. I-N-G is Allah. Get it well? So, Allah forgave him. Okay? Because innahu huwal ghafuru ar-rahim. Certainly Allah is al-ghafur. Is the forgiver. Okay? In the extended form. Because al-ghafur, sighatul mubalagha, ar-rahim is the specially merciful. Allahumma ighfir lana.
Amin.
Allahumma arhamna. Amin. Qala Rabbi, did you read it?
Yes.
Qala Rabbi bima an'amta alayya falan akuna dhahira lil mujrimin. Musa said, Oh my Lord, in as much as you have forgiven me, in as much as you have favored me, bima an'amta alayya, for this favor you gave me by forgiving me, I promise, falan akuna dhahiran lil mujrim. I will never be a supporter of the criminals. This is the promise, but it happened again subsequently, or something like that, an attempt. Next ayah.
فأصبح في المدينة خائفا يترقب فإذا الذي استنصره بالأمس يستصرخه قال له موسى إنك لغوي مبين.
فأصبح في المدينة خائفا يترقب. الآية فأصبح the following morning, because it's from Subh. In the morning, Moses woke up in the city of Egypt, khaifan, fearful, yataraqabu, vigilant, very careful, very watchful, vigilant. فَإِذَا الَّذِي اسْتَنْصَرَهُ بِالْأَمْسِ يَسْتَصْرِخُهُ. The same guy that solicited for his assistance yesterday, the same man also looking for the same thing again. He's a troublemaker, the guy. قال له موسى. Musa to him, إنك لغوي مبين. You are a troublemaker. Yesterday, I helped you to the point of killing somebody. Now you look for another trouble. Looking for me? إنك لغوي مبين. To tell you, don't throw your weight with somebody because he's close to you and he's a troublemaker. Okay? Don't lend support to a troublemaker unless there is the justifiable clarity. Otherwise, you become a committer of wrong thing again. You get the message? Next ayah. Next ayah.
فلما أن أراد أن يبطش بالذي هو عدو لهما قال يا موسى أتريد أن تقتلني كما قتلت نفسا بالأمس إن تريد إلا أن تكون جبارا في الأرض وما تريد أن تكون من المصلحين.
Now, as things unfolded, Musa was kind of persuaded to help this troublemaker somehow. He went to the point of giving another punch to another enemy. Allah says, فَلَمَّا أَنْ أَرَادَ أَنْ يَبْطِشَ بِالَّذِي هُوَ عَدُوٌّ لَهُمَا قَالَ يَا مُوسَى أتريد أن تقتلني كما قتلت نفسا بالأمس إن تريد إلا أن تكون جبارا في الأرض وما تريد أن تكون من المصلحين. This is ayah of verse number 19 in this chapter number 28. فلما أن أراد أن يبطش بالذي هو عدو لهما. When Musa was about to strike the one who was the enemy, and that enemy said to Musa, "Oh Musa, you want to kill me as we killed another person yesterday? You want to repeat the same mistake?" And Musa remembered his own promise. All right? All this before he was given messengership, before he was commissioned to divine prophethood. You want to kill me the way you killed someone yesterday? In turidu illa an takuna jabbaran fil ard. All you want to be is just to be a bully in the land. Is that what you desire? Jabbaran, somebody who bullies people, who emasculate people, who crushes people. You want to be intransigent in the land. وَمَا تُرِيدُ أَن تَكُونَ مِنَ الْمُصْلِحِينَ. You don't want to be a pacemaker. A peacemaker.
من أقصى المدينة يسعى قال يا موسى إن الملأ يأتمرون بك ليقتلوك فاخرج إني لك من الناصحين.
وجاء رجل من أقصى المدينة يسعى قال يا موسى, to the end of it. A man came from the farthest part of the land or the city. Min Aqsa al-Madina. Do you remember any ayah that says Min Aqsa al-Madina? Not this one. قال يا قوم اتبعوا المرسلين. Chapter 36, Surah Yasin. وجاء رجل من أقصى المدينة يسعى قال يا قوم اتبعوا المرسلين. Surah Yasin 36. The same thing here, من أقصى المدينة. Somebody from the farthest part of the city. Okay, let me ask you. This is Gedi. Which person can come and you say he's from the farthest part of the city? Somebody from Kundila is Aqsa al-Madina? No. But somebody coming from Bacharawa, when you compare to here, you say from farthest part of, as an example. So a man came from the farthest, because Aqsa, yani farthest. In English we call this what? Superlative. Okay? Far, farthest, or farthest. Positive, comparative, superlative. Big, bigger, biggest. Small, smaller, smallest. So min Aqsa al-Madinah, Rajul Yas'a, he came running. He said, oh Musa, innal mala'a, the authorities are planning to kill you. Fakhruj, leave the city, run away. Inni laka min al-nasid, I am giving you good advice. Leave. Did he listen to the advice? Listen to the ayah.
فخرج منها خائفا يترقب قال رب نجني من القوم الظالمين.
فخرج منها خائفا يترقب. He left it. Minha, or you say, he went out of it, the city of Egypt. Khaifan, fearful. Yataraqab, vigilant. Very careful, watchful. Qala Rabbi, he said, oh my Lord, Najjini, deliver me, save me, min al-qawmi al-zalimin, from the wrongdoing people. Najjini ya Rabb. Because everything you do, you go back to Allah to help you. So Prophet Musa made migration from Egypt to where he will be safe from the clutches of Fir'aun and his company and his ministers. Okay, he left Egypt where? He was in the wilderness, going to where? Like somebody being pursued from Kano, he ran out. So, oh, they are vigilant. Where are you heading to? Westward? Eastward? Katsina Daura? Zaria? Where did he head to? Next ayah.
ولما توجه تلقاء مدين قال عسى ربي أن يهديني سواء السبيل.
Why don't you say Munfasil? I accept it, but give reason. Why did you say Al-Muttasim? I accept it, sir, but why? Wa alaikum. Who is talking? Yes, wa alaikum salam.
Because the Mad and Hamza on similar.
Yes, I accept it. Because of the union between Al-Alif Al-Maddiyah wal-Hamza Al-Mutatarrifa. Good. لأن الحمزة جاءت بعد الألف المدية في قراءة واحدة فالمد مد واجب متصل. Because the Hamza is closely related to the Alif in one word. That's good thing. Okay, how many Alif? Come Alif? 3. or 2.5. Each alif carries how many elongation? 2. If it's 3 alifs, we compute 6. If the 2.5, 5. So how you heard what the Qari said? What did he read? How did he read it? If somebody said, listen for example, وَلَمَّا تَوَجَّهَ تِلْقَاءَ مَدْيَنَ. Is it correct? وَلَمَّا تَوَجَّهَ تِلْقَاءَ مَدْيَنَ. It's incorrect because the madda is not given. وَلَمَّا تَوَجَّهَ تِلْقَاءَ مَدْيَنَ. Is that okay? Is that correct? Are you not with me? La hawla wa la quwwata. This is tajweed now. Waratul Quran tartila. If you say it lower than the space to be along is wrong. And the Qari give the haqq to the elongation. Tilqa madyan. Because it's maddul wajibul muttasil. It is wajib. But if we say it is jaiz al-munfasil, because the hamza is not part of the alif al-maddiyah. The hamza comes in different word and al-alif in different word. Like which place? Inni amantu bi rabbikum fasma'un. Is it wajib? It's jaiz now. Because inni, different word. Amantu, the hamza, so it is jaiz, meaning just legal. But if it is one word, it becomes wajib. Is that clear? We read Quran and taking into consideration these simple rules. طيب. So وَلَمَّا تَوَجَّهَ تِلْقَاءَ مَدْيَنَ. When Musa alayhi salatu wasalam tawajjah headed towards Madian. So finally he decided to go to Madian. The geography of Madian to Egypt where? Allahu Alam. Is a city, is a principality, is a dwelling, is the geography where he headed to. قال عسى ربي أن يهديني سواء السبيل. He said, perhaps my Lord will guide me to the right way. Allahu Akbar. You see, asa with Allah means certainty. Next ayah.
ولما ورد ماء مدين وجد عليه أمة من الناس يسقون ووجد من دونهم امرأتين تذودان.
يا سلام.
قال ما خطبكما قالتا لا نسقي حتى يصدر الرعاء قالتا لا نسقي حتى يصدر الرعاء وأبونا شيخ كبير.
ولما ورد ماء مدين, when he arrived at the waters of Midian. Okay, on arriving in the city, he came across a well where water was drawn. Not drawing water. You know our local bucket for drawing water. Okay, he met people, that is, wajada alayhi ummatan minan nas yasqun. He came across a crowd of people. Because ummah here means a crowd of people. Yasquna, drawing water. وَوَجَدَ مِن دُونِهِ مُمْرَأَتَيْنِ تَذُودَانِ. But he noticed, he saw two women, تَذُودَانِ, just waiting. Just like being pushed because of the crowd. Waiting for their turn to draw water too. قَالَ مَا خَطْبُكُمَا. I said, what is the matter with you? What are you doing? Why are you waiting here? Ma khatbukuma, meaning how many? Two. Khatbukuma. If there are more than two, he will have said ما خطبكن نون النسوة قالتا, two of them, they say لا نسقي حتى يصدر الرعاء وأبونا شيخ كبير. Well, you see, man, we cannot draw water until the shepherd depart. الرعاء, they were a people, you know, rearing animals. Anybody rearing animals is called shepherd. They came, draw water for their animals. We don't have the strong to do with them. So we are waiting until they are finished. Then we go and take our cue. You get the message? Then, وَأَبُونَا شَيْخٌ كَبِيرٌ. Our father is an old man. Shaykhun, old. Kabir, into many ages. According to Shakespeare, it becomes practiced. Now, what is the point of saying Abuna Shaykhun Kabir? He asks you, just tell him, what is the point here? Point is, maybe he draws some sympathy more. They draw more sympathy. Our father is waiting for us. We cannot take water to him. He's old man. And that explanation drew sympathy for them from Prophet Musa alayhi salatu wassalam. Next ayah.
فسقى لهما ثم تولى إلى الظل فقال رب إني لما أنزلت إلي من خير فقير.
فسقى لهما. This fa in Arabic is called what? فسقى لهما. Either you call it consequential fa or subsequential fa. Meaning, in the context of the narrative, consequently, what happened later? So it's consequential. It's called fa'ut ta'qib. Or, because of this narrative, it becomes fa'ul as-sabab. Okay? That is consequential, consequently. But subsequential is the fa'ut ta'qib after this. So, fasaqa lahuma, so he drew water for them. Did the shepherd withdraw? No, he didn't tell us this. He used his own power. But some people say, after the shepherd finished, they cover the well with huge stone. So you will not get it, you, these two men. Maybe they knew the father Shu'aib, and they are envious about him because of goodness thing, okay? So Allah brought Musa. Scholars are saying Prophet Musa with just one hand, he pulled the back. No, laqawiyyun. I mean, they said later. Okay? With one hand, he just opened the cover, he drew water for them. So, fasaqa lahuma. ثم تولى إلى الظل. He did his own assignment. Then he withdrew to the shade. He sat under a shade of a tree. فقال, he said, ربي إني لما أنزلت إلي من خير فقير. He said, oh my Lord, I am faqir, in dear need. In English, you have dear, you have dire, you have dear, and you have dire. How do you spell? You dare not go. Don't go. D-A-R-E. You dare not. Don't. There is dire here. D-I-R-E. I'm in a dire need. Oh, I am faqir. Dire need. There is deer. Is an animal. D-E-R. There is deer, my dear friend. D-A-R. You learn these things synonymically and antonyms, the way they are written. Just like in Hausa, you say gari, gari, gari. What is gari? What is gari? Flour. What is gari? Gari? And gari? Town. Gari? Like flour. Gari. Hmm? No. There is Gari. Babariga is Gari. You don't know. Yaro da Gari abokin tafiyar manya. Small boy with Babariga, so it's a big man. That is Yaro da Gari. And there is Gari. Big cow. It's called Gari. Gari, Gari. Gari, Gari. Look at it. And the context explains you. Yeah. If you write, I want to go to garin Kano. Okay. But after wearing gari, and I bought gari, and I'm eating from my gari, they will come into interplay depending on utilization of these words you put here. Now, Allah says, Azza wa Jal, Faqir, I'm in dire need. I told you, dire, dear, and the rest. I am faqir, I'm in a dire need, Ya Rabbal Alamin. Whatever you give me. Faqir is more in need than just a miskin. Correct? Faqir is more needy. Yeah, to put it that way. أجر ما سقيت لنا, to the end of the ayah. This is ayah number 25. One of the girls or women, remember them? He met them at the backwaters. Now they got water. They went back to their father. Oh, how did you come early? Oh, Allah, daddy, like we said today, a good man drew water for us. He said, okay, please go and call him for me. He helped you. Let me reward him for this good thing he did. So one of the two girls came, look at it, tamshi in humility, wala tamshi fil ardi maraha. She was walking through timidity, through self-respect, without, giving any sound from her own legs, bashfully. We used to have a saying that says, as bashful as schoolgirl is an idiom, idiomatic expression. As bashful as schoolgirl. That schoolgirls in those days used to be bashful. But are they today? Allahu Alam. So she came walking alastihya, bashfully. قالت إن أبي يدعو. She said, my father is calling you. يدعو from that. For what? ليجزيك أجر ما سقيت لنا, so that to reward you for drawing water for us. You drew water for us, so my father is appreciative of your good gesture, so he is inviting you to come to reward you amply for the water you drew for us. فَلَمَّا جَاءَهُ, when Musa reached the father, he went to him. قصت عليه القصص, the old man. This is you are free from the wrongdoing people. Is it time? Okay. This is ayah number 25. If Allah makes it possible, Tomorrow we're going to meet again, being Tuesday, to progress with the program. We are going to continue with ayah number 26. Inshallah tabaraka wa ta'ala. نسأل الله رب العالمين الهدى والتوفيق والسداد والإيمان والقبول والرضا والهداية والإنابة والإخبات. يا ربنا حبنا هذه الأشياء إنك على كل شيء قدير وبالإجابة جدير. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.